Welcome back to Half Moon's Picks. Week 11 is here and 10 is in the books. Man, that 10, my first losing week, I must say. My first losing week of the season, it was week 10. I went 0-4 in the weekly picks and 2-1 on my Twitter. Excuse me, a 2-5 record for the video and Twitter picks. And my pool just dropped down to 73 and 73. I'm exactly 50%. And my son is directly below me in the pool. Yeah, he said he's gonna gun for me. So, yeah, next thing you know, he's gonna have a YouTube channel. So, be careful. Other than the rankings changed a little bit. Deja Vu's first, Red Hot Ladies second, Rostradamus third, Ezra's fourth, Let's Take the Men's Money is fifth, and Bounce Back did a tremendous week last week, and he's back up at sixth. I have to climb back up to get back up there in that rankings again. But like I said, that's picking all the games. That's like super hard. So for my goal is just to stay above 50%, which I still am on my video picks and my Twitter. So keep continuing to watch. How many teams actually came back from a two-digit deficit in the fourth quarter? That was insane. But some fun games to watch, but not so fun game in my wallet. So for this week, let's get on with the picks. My fourth pick of the week, my upset pick of the week, we got the Carolina Panthers traveling to the Baltimore Ravens. The Carolina Panthers are a 12-point road dog. Carolina 4-13 ATS in their last 17 games. Not looking good, but Baker Mayfield is named starter this week. Baltimore, 9 players are out on IR, mostly on their defense. Baltimore is 1-4-1 ATS in their last 6 Sunday games. Too many points for me. Give me the dog, so give me Carolina plus 12. My third pick of the week, we got the Kansas City Chiefs traveling to the LA Chargers. LA Chargers are a 7-point home dog. Kansas City 8-0 in the last 8 meetings, so they've won outright. Don't get me wrong there. Kansas City is 1-4 ATS against the Chargers in the last 5 meetings, and Kansas City is 1-6 ATS in the division. The Chargers are 6-3 ATS in the last 9 and 8-4 ATS in the division. To me, like I said, I like Kansas City probably to win this game. Juju Schuster is out. Was questionable with a concussion, but most likely to be out. He got hit pretty hard last week. And the Chargers, man, they're at home, the divisional game, getting 7 points. So give me the LA Chargers plus 7. My second pick of the week, we got the Chicago Bears traveling to the Atlanta Falcons. The Chicago Bears are a 2.5-point road dog. Chicago's won the last 2 meetings in Atlanta and is 10-2 ATS versus Atlanta all time. Chicago also has 4 offensive linemen out. They're all on IR. 3 are on IR. And Atlanta is 1-4 ATS in the last 5 games, so they haven't been cashing tickets. Chicago blew a double-digit lead against the Lions last week. It's like unbelievable. It's just a mistake. They had the game in hand easily. They even, Lions were going downfield. They're down by 2 touchdowns. The Lions, they threw an interception in the end zone, and then they got called back on penalties. Penalties killed Chicago bad. And then the Lions did get a touchdown, and then Chicago threw a pick 6. Next play, after the kickoff. It's like, well, there goes 14. And then, Detroit can hold a running quarterback, so he scored a touchdown and missed the extra point. And then the Lions went downfield, the winning score, and got the extra point. So if Chicago can get this game without shooting themselves in the foot, they should easily handle this game. So give me the Chicago Bears plus 2.5. Last but not least, we got the Dallas Cowboys traveling to the Minnesota Vikings. Minnesota Vikings are 1-point home dog. Yeah, I love those home dogs. The Vikings are 3-0 versus Dallas in Minnesota the last 3 times they played. Minnesota's 7-2 ATS in the last 9 home games versus Dallas. Dallas is 6-2 ATS in the last 8 games. Ezekiel Elliott is questionable, but I like most, other than the stats there, I like Dallas. They're on back-to-back road games. Minnesota's on a 7-game win streak, and plus I'm getting points at home. Best probably take it on the money line to get some better odds. So give me the Minnesota Vikings on the money line. All right, that about wraps it up. Let's quickly run down the rest of the games and what I got here. Bye weeks, we got the Jacksonville Jaguars, the Miami Dolphins, Seattle Seahawks, and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. 3-team teasers, I got Buffalo minus 1.5, Minnesota plus 8, and the New York Jets plus 10. It should be a close game on that one. Thursday Night Football, we got the Tennessee Titans traveling to Green Bay. Green Bay's a 3-point home favorite. Green Bay's won the last 2 games, 2 meetings in Green Bay. Ryan Tannehill is questionable, but he should play. I think Green Bay is 2-5 ATS in the last 7, and 1-4 ATS versus the AFC. Tennessee is 7-0 ATS and is 6-1 straight up in those last 7 games. So Tennessee's on fire. I think that defense should be able to hold Green Bay. So give me the Tennessee Titans plus that 3-point. Next, we got the Philadelphia Eagles traveling to the Indianapolis Colts. Indianapolis Colts are a 6.5-point home dog. Yeah, you mentioned that. That's the wild card. Home dog, 6.5 points. Jeff Saturday won his first time game ever as an NFL coach. Congratulations to him. They actually beat the Las Vegas Raiders, who are absolutely crappy team, which I'll never put money on ever this year, but it is what it is. Philadelphia actually lost their first game last week against the Redskins on Monday Night Football. Philly is 5-4 ATS and 1-3 ATS on the road. Indianapolis is 4-6 ATS and 2-2 ATS at home. 50% best chance. I'm getting points. I know Philadelphia's on a short week as they just played Monday night. Indianapolis at home getting points. So give me the Indianapolis Colts plus 6.5 points. Next, we got the New York Jets traveling to the New England Patriots. New York Jets are a 3-point road dog. Both these teams are off a bye, a divisional game. New England has won the last 11 games in New England. The last time Jets won in New England was the 2011 AFC divisional matchup, Mark Sanchez versus Tom Brady. Both teams are 5-1 ATS in the last 6 games, pretty even matchup. The Jets are 6-1 ATS as a 7 in the last 7 road games. So they've been covering the spread on the road, 3 points, divisional games. So give me the New York Jets plus 3 points. Next, we got the Washington Commanders traveling to Houston Texans. Houston Texans are 3-point home dog. Yeah, that's right. Historically, Houston's won the last 3 matchups, and they're 2-4 ATS in their last 6 this year. Washington's 4-0-1 ATS in their last 5. Taylor Heineke will start for Washington, so as Carson Wentz is on IR. So it's Taylor Heineke versus Davis Mills. Washington, this is what I'm going off of. Washington's back-to-back road games. They're on a short week this week. They just won their big game versus Philadelphia. So give me the Houston Texans plus 3. Next week, the LA Rams traveling to New Orleans Saints. New Orleans Saints are a 4-point home favorite. Cooper Kupp injured in the last game versus Arizona last week. He has ankle injury. He's most likely going to get surgery. He's on IR. Matt Stafford's questionable, but he should play. He had a concussion, so he's passed concussion protocol. The Rams has 5 injured O-line. Yeah, so Rams are 8-1 ATS in the last 11 games, and New Orleans 4-2 in the last 6 games as a favorite. So love that stat. So give me the New Orleans Saints minus 4. Next, we got the Cleveland Browns traveling to the Buffalo Bills. Buffalo Bills are a 8.5-point home favorite. This game I'm going as a lean. We got Cleveland on back-to-back road games. Buffalo 3-0 in Buffalo's last 3 matchups versus Cleveland. The last Cleveland win in Buffalo was in 2009. Deshaun Watson's available for practice now, but he's still on suspension. He got 2 more games on suspension. I don't think he's going to be able to help the Browns too much, but nice to see him play again. Cleveland is 2-4 ATS in the last 6 games, 1-4-1 in the last 6 versus Buffalo. This game there's a chance of snow, so wait till closer to the game time. Under looking pretty good, but yeah, chance of snow. If that's the case, you know, this 8.5 points might come down, but we'll see. So, but for me, I'm taking Buffalo against the spread, so give me Buffalo minus 8.5. Next, we got the Detroit Lions traveling to the New York Giants. Detroit is a 3-point road dog. Detroit's first road win in 2 years happened last week against the Chicago Bears, who shot themselves in the foot. Lions scored 28 points in the fourth quarter in the last 2 games to win both those games. Lions won the last 2 matchups, and Detroit is 12-6 in the last 18 games. New York Giants are 5-1 ATS in the last 6. Detroit's 4-1 ATS against the Giants. Pretty straight up even game. Detroit on back-to-back road games, 2-game win streak. Giants did win last week, so historically, you know, I've watched the Lions for a long time, and they usually do fairly well against the Giants, whether it's at home or on the road. So give me the Detroit Lions +3. Next, we got the Las Vegas Raiders traveling to the Denver Broncos. Denver Broncos are a 2.5-point home favorite. This is another lean. Vegas, man, oh my God, they just killed me last week. Vegas lost at home with a team with no coach. Some guy that used to play center for him back in 1999 with the Colts is just head coach now out of clear blue sky. Still can beat the Raiders. Raiders won the last 5 matchups and the last 2 in Las Vegas against the Denver Broncos. Vegas is 3-7 ATS in the last 10 games and 0-7 straight up on the road. But Denver is over. Denver is 0-5 ATS as a favorite. So yeah, this is a ugly game. Vegas is, you know, they're on a 3-game losing streak. They gotta win one eventually. This is a divisional game. Should be close. Taking the points and maybe get 3 at game time, but I wouldn't have bet on this game at all. So give me, for pool purposes, give me the Las Vegas Raiders +2.5. Next, we got the Cincinnati Bengals traveling to the Pittsburgh Steelers. The Pittsburgh Steelers are a 4.5-point home dog. Yeah, home dogs, love them. Cincinnati has won the last meeting in Pittsburgh 24-10. Cincinnati 6-1 ATS in the last 7 games. Pittsburgh 4-1 ATS in the division. And Cincinnati's only 1-4 in the division. So Cincinnati's struggling against divisional foes. And here they're coming off a bye week. I know they had more time to prepare. So give me the Pittsburgh Steelers +4.5. And last but not least, we got the Monday Night Football. It's playing in Mexico City. We got the San Francisco 49ers traveling Arizona Cardinals. The San Francisco 49ers are an 8-point road favorite. Arizona won the last 2 matchups between these 2 teams. San Francisco's 13-7 ATS in the last 20 games. Man, they're on fire. But 7-1 ATS versus Arizona. So this is a close battle, divisional game. But San Francisco is 5-0 ATS in the divisional games, and Arizona is 1-6 in the last 7 games in the division. Kyler Murray is questionable. He had a hamstring injury, most likely will play. But Matt Prater is questionable as he's down with illness. So the 2-point scores for Arizona might not even play. Kyler Murray and Matt Prater. So, got the injury bug and the Cardinals. So me, I had to go San Francisco -8. I'm sure this spread will be, fluctuating depending on if Kyler or Matt Prater play. So hard to say. We got a ways to go, but for the pool purposes, I'm taking the better team. So give me the San Francisco 49ers -8. Well, that should about do it. Like I said, here's my fast recap, so you can just simply go through the whole video and just write down the picks. Like I said, last week, not so great. Hoping to bounce back this week like Bounce Back did in our pool picks. Good job on what he did last week to get back in. Don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that bell notification, let you know when I post my next video. So I will see you next week. Also, follow me on Twitter. probably my last year on Twitter, as that's a big mess over there, but follow me on Twitter at halfmoonearth and the number 2. I wish you the best of luck, and I'll see you next week. Peace.